Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. I'm going to share with you a bit of XRP price history that, frankly, in my opinion, hints at future face melting sessions. If you've ever felt hopeless while in possession of XRP, I want you to know that you're not alone. People find it a lot simpler to believe and feel this way now that the price of XRP is going ballistic, and if you want to know why, I'll show you and explain you why it doesn't make sense to feel this way. For extended periods of time, sideways or slightly downward movement in XRP is usual. Then, when it does explode, it's a terrifying beast. So, clearly, November has been great for XRP. But, XRP usually does poorly in November. Did you realize that's actually not all that surprising? It's not surprising either, given that the average monthly loss in XRP price is a steady 50%. Even if XRP has flipped BNB, it is still the fourth largest cryptocurrency by market valuation. Everything that's happening right now is unbelievable. Just look at the headline, okay? According to XRP price history, the value of XRP increased by 77% in November, starting on October 31st. Now that we have the benefit of hindsight, almost a week later, we can evaluate the events of the previous day and the first few hours of today, when XRP was trading at over 70 and 71 cents. Many people who work with animals believe that this is only the beginning. So, allow me to impart some knowledge upon you. But before we go any further, I should mention that I have zero experience in the financial sector. Please don't take this as financial advice, but I can't help. And remember, you should never use anything I say as a reason to buy or sell something. Just a hobbyist here that occasionally posts films to YouTube on various crypto-related topics. Let's check out the crypto rating website, which keeps tabs on everything. Certainly, the cost of XRP. However, it also contains historical information about which I doubt that many people in the area are knowledgeable. Here you may see a table with annualized monthly returns for XRP. In order to keep the price in mind, XRP monitoring started in August of 2013. According to my research, that was the first month it was offered on any trading platform. This is the maximum amount of time we can rewind. Starting in 2013, we now have data for each month from January to July. We have 10 monthly values from January to July throughout all of those years to assess how XRP has fared during those times. And then, for August, September, and October, we have 11 years. And as for November, you may count the years all you want, but the month is far from gone. Not quite an 011 then. Also, we haven't even reached December yet this year. That means there are just 10 observations available. So, what do we see, exactly? So, this is going to back up what I've been saying all this time. Most of what it takes to hold XRP is to go sideways or down substantially at times. Even the times where you're going up there are few and far between, and this is why so many people get washed out of this market. One can reasonably wonder, well, if we're barely ever moving up, then how is it that XRP is even still in the top 10? The short explanation is that XRP melts phases like butter when it takes off. And XRP is acting quite similarly to how it has for its whole existence. Given that there is no longer any room for legal interpretation, it can finally be let loose whenever that time comes. If the market gets really hot, XRP can do whatever it wants. So, when XRP disappears, it disappears for good. The situation, however, isn't improving, rather, it's trending downward and sideways, leaving many people feeling hopeless and despondent. So, if you've ever felt down, dejected, or discouraged, know that you're not alone. That's because the markets are like intelligent creatures, constantly kicking you in the rear end to force you to leave. Here's what you need to know about the month of January. Again, we have 10 observations spanning 2014 to 2018. 2023, there are a total of 10 pieces of information here, and all we're doing is keeping tabs on the percentage increases and losses experienced by each of them in the month of January across all 10 years. I'm just giving a more in-depth explanation for anyone who might be reading this while driving or walking their dog. But what you see here, and this is the takeaway I want you to have, is that only 4 of these January data points out of 10 over a span of 10 years were up, 6 out of 10 months were negative in terms of price action, and so on. That's the standard, and you'll see it everywhere. Most of the time, if you bet, pick a month. If your bet is that XRP price will go down for that month, most of the time, you'll be correct, no matter what month it is. That's fascinating, right? So, have a look at this. Take a look at the month of February right now. How often has XRP risen in February over the past decade? We have 10 years of data. In the month of February, XRP prices have gone down 3/10 times. See how the market already kicks folks while they're down? Simply put, what it's saying to you most of the time is an attempt to deceive you into leaving. Price drops, price drops, price drops, you feel defeated, your emotions, oh my, you grow impatient, perhaps other coins are bursting. To see why, consider the month of March right now. We have 10 pieces of information from March. Also, how many green months were there for the last 10 years? 6 more explanations follow below. 10-year information for April is presented below. Also, this one's a little bit better. You've got 5 solid members, and there are technically 6 of you. One of the 6, however, showed a gain of 0.79%. Okay, I see your point. There's also me, of course. In the last 10 years, May has brought you a net gain of 12,344 months, with the remaining 6 months showing losses. Alright, let's take a look at June now. In June, there were only 3 positive ones. Even in June, there are only 3 green ones. As a result, June has been a negative month 7 times out of 10 over the past decade. Consider that the Y10 data points are 5 points higher here as well. There, that ought to do the trick. Still, it's a coin flip. So you can see up to this point. If you pick any random month, and you say yeah, it's most likely to go down. In addition, from a statistical perspective, you'd be right. So, once again, when the face melt rally comes, it comes in whether you have exposure to XRP or not, and if you want it, you have to follow in at higher prices, which is not a smart idea historically. If you're lucky, you'll see it in its infancy and avoid the worst of it. But even if that happens, you should expect a much reduced multiplier impact. At the apex of the current cycle, however, many individuals will be interested in it out of fear of missing out. And XRP isn't alone in that regard. Just like that. If you've been here for a while and you're still hanging in there, then congrats to you. It takes a lot of mental and emotional strength to keep going. I intend this as the highest compliment, so please accept it. Almost 6 years have passed since I first arrived at this institution. Okay, I've been holding XRP and have never sold any of it, so I can relate to what you're going through. And I won't talk about it until XRP reaches a new all-time high, followed by interest rate discovery. And I doubt I will until XRP reaches at least $5, at which point I may consider taking a cut. The current month is August, which comes next. As of this writing, August 2013, we have 11 data points. In that month, XRP was introduced to the market. That completes the first full month of information. In this chart, we can see that XRP was in the green for only 4 of the past 11 months, or 12.4% of the time. So long. 7 out of 10 times, it was disabled. Can you see how the market has the potential to severely punish XRP holders? In the rear side? Take a look at the results. That's what it ends up doing. In addition, I can examine the month of September, where we have 11 observations. And you've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a total of May 11th. Even though it was only 4% green, it was still a good sign, therefore, it's safe to say that. To do with cracking. However, that still leaves you with a total of 6 unfavorable results. You can add the date of October 11th to this set of data. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess okay, 5 out of a possible 11. 6 of the 11 negatives were colored green. Is it not becoming abundantly clear? I'm not sure if any of you have ever taken a look at this particular graph. In all my years of uploading to YouTube, I've never done a breakdown quite like this. Certainly not in this form. But yeah, the reasons for this are pretty obvious. Look at November for a moment. I'm truly sorry. We have 11 observations, but unfortunately one of them is from November. That's still going on, by the way. Tossing that out would be a good idea because it has had a net positive effect and will likely be incorporated into the system. But disregard that because it's incomplete, even if all the data points presented here add up to 10, only 4 of those have shown an upward trend. The other 6 all came back negative. Here are 10 observations for the month of December. 3 out of 10 isn't very good. Only 30% of the data was encouraging. Only 3 of those years ended in a positive direction, while the other 7 ended in a negative direction, yet in December, XRP ranked 4th in market capitalization. It follows the market's movements fairly closely, but when it drops, it plummets. I'll just leave it at that. This is due to the fact that XRP has historically had longer periods of time than other coins when it eventually goes leg even in terms of when it bursts. So, when it breaks, we're going to get it for real. That's how I feel about it, anyway. Eventually, in God's time, I think it will reach a new record high. And eventually, maybe sooner than later, it'll go through price discovery and just melt people's faces. In my opinion, we are rapidly approaching face-melting weather. No, it's not a 100% sure thing. It's extremely likely. I feel that way about it. Good for you for sticking it out, it happens to the best of us. Because it's not a simple task to accomplish this. I mean, I don't have any problems with this at all. However, I can speak for the average person because I am, well, a robot human. This is a challenging situation for most people. But the data also shows that despite all of this, we still go to the upside. That's so awesome. Pretty damn awesome. Financial advisor is not a term I associate with myself. Nothing I say should influence your buying or selling decisions. It's all over today. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.